Sun City today at the historic Sun Bowl as a couple of squads come in trying to finish their season as champions of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Northwestern's offense will start this game off with the football. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's coming. Bounced right back to them.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Northwestern will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Stewart. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because once you get them.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Hokies will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's the punt, and he's done better. Not much on that one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the air, it's Stone. Pocket breaking down. Can't find the man.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
They'll run play action. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Makes the grab. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in two-hand touch?
No. And the Hokies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Drones. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
At the 40, there he goes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And right there you're seeing why a lot of guys like to call draws and screens when it's 3rd and long. The defense is thinking you're taking a shot deep down the field, but if you spit it out quickly to a wide receiver in the perimeter and you find a few blocks, he gets a crease, then he takes off with the speed, and you still find a way to not just get the first down, but generate an explosive play.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a gap. It's Stewart. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Makes the grab on third. Touchdown, Hokies. A great catch and run for 6. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. To the air, it's Stone. Finds the tight end. There he goes. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Albright. Ball is loose. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a pass.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Albright. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Wants to throw it. Got his man on the right.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one, because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver...
Breaks into the open. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slip slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
To the air, it's Drones. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it along the sideline. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. That gives him 54 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. The Hokies are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking to pass. It's Drones. Caught over the middle. It's Green. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Here's the handoff. And some room to work. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And another nice game by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Hold offense.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Snap in the shotgun. Makes the catch. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring margin. Now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking for a man. It's Stone. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job on the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Find some fresh air. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Finds his man. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you. You can get to the running back before he gets started.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Hokies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield, it's drones. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And the defense drags him down.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
Big play to start the drive, a little tougher sets. Now a crucial third down on this drive. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. The Hokies are rolling down the field. Scanning the field, it's drones. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll line up for a second down play. The play action fake. Slides away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. Lowers those pads. Just shedding tackles. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got him down to the 16-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the gun. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal block.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And now on second down for this offense. Looking for a crease to the left. Powers through the defender. Defense grabs the football.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Drives the back and leaves it on the option. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They give it to him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Groves. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Now on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in good position.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Green. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Quarterback moving. Nice move there. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Hokies come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
It's a nice job by the tight end there, just whipping his head around. They didn't need that many yards, so that's an easy completion to get the first down.
And the Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for a crease. It's Stewart. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now the play fake. He'll take a shot. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. But on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
To throw, it's Drones. Here comes the heat. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, very few venues provide a better stage than Sun Bowl Stadium as we bring you this first half update of the Sun Bowl from El Paso. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Sun Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Wildcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things. In that first half, need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Got his man downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight, because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
Here's the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. And they get him down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They kick it away on fourth down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They botched a scoring opportunity the last time they had it, fumbling inside the 20, and now a chance to put up something here. Dropping back, it's Stone. Gets it out quickly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Running to Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. Reads it, fires complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll try the left side. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Absolutely center cut. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Drones. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
You know, the defense just hasn't seemed to quite have an answer. They've come close to interceptions like that one there, but they haven't registered any so far. They've given up a few touchdown passes. They're just not quite able to make the plays they need to against the pass in this game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. That's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. The Hokies decide to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Back to throw, it's Stone. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
To the air on second down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
You know, it's going to be so important for this offense to get better up front protecting and try to give this quarterback a pocket to throw from, because David right now in that last play, he had no chance.
Yeah, and step one in stopping a good passing attack is always being able to affect the quarterback. And it's not always with sacks, and sometimes it's with pressures, but when you get the sacks and now you get them behind the sticks and put them in more predictable situations, that is exactly what you want from your defense.
Punt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Looking to throw, it's Drones. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique.
Brings into the open.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, I'll give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Makes his man miss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And the defense defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Stone. Oh, they're after him! And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the 2nd play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Fields the punt, wants to make a play. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
But when you're running the crow route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the 1st down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Try to get it to the edge. Makes a man miss. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. After 45 on its way. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Nice move there. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease. And then the wide receivers start to kick in. And the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And no problem on that extra point. And we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Now improvising. He'll get rid of it. With the catch, it's Green. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Plows through the defense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Gets it to him on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The give to the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. With the catch, it's Green. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
6th play of the drive coming up. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. What a tough break, a potential tying score nullified by the penalty, and now they'll have to see if they can get it done again. The Hokies line it up with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Drones. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Quarterback making adjustments.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd and goal for the offense. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Hokies! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To the air, it's Stone. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. There he goes. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They're going to ride this running back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Last time they had it, didn't pick up the first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Covey. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And you've stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Stone. Got it in the middle, it's Albright. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds us back in the middle.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
On the play.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Looking for a man. It's Stone. Into the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up. Maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Dropping back, it's Stone. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Gives it on the option. Runs for the tackle. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, you played the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. Pressure coming. Punts it out of the air. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They jump on top here in OT. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's Stone. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Throws for the tight end. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's complete to the left. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
The defense comes up big time on the fourth down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it, but more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.